you. And while we're doing this, we should just introduce ourselves. My name is Ty.
My name is Christine.
Yes, and together we are Vibrate Higher.
Yeah.
So basically our channel is focused around living our lives in abundance in all forms. So success, finances, love, and health, all of the above. And we are starting off our first episode with the title, Gaining Consciousness and Losing Friends. And I feel like a lot of people at this point can relate to that topic. So before we dig deep into that, we are going to talk about our past and how we've transitioned into the people that we are today, which are two conscious beings, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Christine, do you want to share a little bit about your story?
Yes. So I wasn't the person I am today. So a few years back, maybe like 3-4 years ago, I was really just naive. I had no fucks to give, to be honest. Like, I actually acted like I didn't give a fuck, but I really did give a fuck, but I acted like I didn't give a fuck, if you know what I mean. And so I just lived my life naive, not understanding a word of life. I wasn't understanding my soul. I had a lot of like resentful feelings harbored inside of me. So the way I would like react to situations would be really like unhealthy. For example, I would drink a lot every week, maybe like 3-4 times a week, and I would get drunk, and I would get stupid drunk where I'd hella blackout, and I would probably get into these like arguments with guys that like disrespect me. So obviously I reacted really unmaturely, I guess. I would punch them in the face, I would sock them in their stomach, and I would just like, you know, kind of cause a scene, and just, it was not cool at all. So, and I would always wake up with hangovers. I was just like, whatever, just living life, partying all the fucking time, and it was just not really like very who I am today, if you know what I mean. What about you, Ty?
Yeah, that is not her today at all. She is like the kindest person that I know, and she inspires me to be a kinder person. So yeah, not the case at all. And I was on a similar path. I would say that I have always been more of an aggressive person. I kind of grew up that way. That was like my influence. My father was super aggressive and like abusive. So I've seen a lot of things, and I feel like that was like my example of what I thought I should be to get respect from people. So yeah, I was aggressive, and I also would drink excessively, and this went on for years. Excessively to the point where I would black out every single time, and I would become abusive almost every single time. I feel like every man that I was with has gotten the brunt of that, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry. So yeah, and I was always a super jealous person, and of course, like, all of these blackouts followed by like abuse was always triggered from a place of insecurity, like not loving myself at all, not knowing my worth, not knowing that I was enough, always being jealous. So I wasn't secure with myself at all.
After you saying that, like, I always felt unworthy, like there was always a sense of lack for me, so I always reacted the way I reacted because of situations that I was put. Like, I would be like, something fucked up would happen to me, and I guess because of my attitude where I didn't give a fuck, it kind of came out of me through drinking, or probably like certain blockages as I go along with my life. And we went through it, and we really like strive hard to really love ourselves, and we want to share this with you, to the universe, all this love that we really have inside of us right now, because it kind of took us a long time to really find that within ourselves. Like I honestly feel like I'm still learning to love myself.
Yeah, and it's a continuous process. Like it never ends. Like you're never going to get to the place of perfection because your standards get higher, and that's a good thing. You want to keep growing and keep getting better.
Most definitely.
So yeah, we're both on an amazing journey, and our journeys have been like so, what's the word? Is synchronistic a word?
Yeah, synchronized. Yeah, I mean,
we were so synchronized.
Yeah, it's crazy how like we just got aligned with each other, and we like have similar situations from the past, and where our path right now, it's very synchronized, and we're really to the path of like abundance and happiness and love and all that good stuff, you know?
Yeah, and it's so crazy because on this path to synchronicity, like we also, it's perfect for our topic today because we also lost friends at the same time as we began to grow and become the women that we are now. But we do realize, like, as we lost these friends, as that can be really, really tough because some of these friends have been here since we were children. But we kind of had to cut that off to open up new energy, and that basically brought us together because we were going through the same thing. We had this similarity, like we have all these creative ideas, we enjoy doing all the same things, but we don't really have anybody to do it with right now because our friends that we've had for so long that we're comfortable with don't want to do it. So when we discovered that like we enjoy doing this stuff, you know, together, it was amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's not our friends' fault for being the way they are. That's just what they're used to. But when you're on a different path, when you're really trying to, like, improve yourselves, you kind of don't want to, like, hang out with that kind of energy because it's kind of stagnant. You kind of want to be uplifted. Like, Ty is super inspiring as fuck. You know, she got a little skincare product. You know what? Because of her, my face is clear. Okay? Yeah, because I started using organic products. Like, I used to use, like, drugstore face wash and stuff, and like my face was just like whatever. So, you know, like I would have white spots, I would break out here and there, but like because of her products, like my face is looking.
Oh, and Christine keeps me super fly with all my Gold Soul accessories. You know, because I'm like super simple, like I'm like very minimalistic, and she keeps me funky. So yeah, it's a great balance.
Yeah.
So if you guys are going through the same thing where you feel like you're coming into your own light and you feel like you're losing friends and you don't really know what to do, like, do I cut them off completely, or do I try and you know, save the relationship? Like, really, if you feel in your heart at all that you need to like create some type of separation, absolutely do that. I 100% recommend it because as soon as I cut that energy off, I'm telling you, like, so many doors opened for me. Like, so many people came into my life that matched the same energy. So
yeah, so if you want to just like align your energy with what you want in your life, then beautiful, miraculous things start to happen in your life. It's like your life's purpose, you know? And you know, one way to figure out if your friends are kind of like not in the energy level that you want to be in the future, like just kind of do an evaluation after you hang out with them. See how you feel. Like, do you feel like you're drained, right? Like, do you feel like you're drained, or do you feel like uplifted? Like, every time I finish hanging out with her, like, I always feel so inspired and uplifted, and that's the kind of energy that you want to like embody.
Yeah,
you know, that's like a really great feeling, and to be able to vibrate in that kind of frequency is A1.
Being with that person and feeling like you're pressured to do things that you don't want to do. Like, I decided so many times, because I was low-key an alcoholic, and it wasn't even low-key, like it was a problem. And I wanted to stop, and I would tell people that were close to me. And when they weren't like supportive and they're telling me like, oh, I'm going out tonight, like you should come, even though they know I'm not trying to drink, and they're going to a bar, and I tell them no, or if I tell them yes, I'll come, and then they ask, are you going to turn up? And I say no, and they get disappointed. Like, that's not cool. That is not okay.
You know what, like, to be really honest with you, Ty, like okay, maybe from myself a year ago, like when my friends would come out to party with us, like I would ask them like, "Are you gonna turn up?" They're like, "No," and I'm like, "Come on," and
And I was there too.
yeah, but
person.
I've changed, and we grow, and you learn.
Yeah.
You learn. You always learn.
And that doesn't make the other person bad. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's more so you guys are in different stages in your life.
Yes.
And again, everything happens in cycles. So maybe right now you guys are not where you want to be friendship-wise, but maybe you guys will circle back around.
Most definitely. And I really believe in that.
Yeah. So
I mean, like, you can still be friends with them. You could always just like shed your light upon them, and who knows, like, would possibly inspire them in the future. Maybe like they'll be like, "Oh shit, Christine or Ty like said this to me. Let me go. Maybe I'm gonna go hang out with her for a little bit, and then like just be you,
and
radiate
you welcome
your
them
energy.
back. Yeah, you welcome them back with open arms.
Yeah, show them that love and just radiate with that with them, and they'll probably love it. You know, maybe they're not ready now, but they'll probably be ready in the future, and just always be there. Just
all
right. I don't know, sorry.
Just like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Thanks, girl.
So I think that we should share, like, I don't know, maybe like one type of conflict that we, outside of losing friends while we gain consciousness, but like while you transition to like a more conscious being, like what were some of the complications?
Yeah, you're probably gonna get hit with a lot of minor bumps along the way, but it's because the universe is trying to show you like, hey, like this is something that you need to work on in your life. Like, okay, so when I was feeling very different and kind of like alienated from my friends, I felt like I had like the, what you call FOMO, fear of missing out. So I would just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, dang, like, oh, I'm missing out on shit. But then like in reality, like you kind of don't want to go. So you kind of like learn to heal, or kind of like clear that belief in, oh, fear of missing out type of thing, because honestly it's not serving you any type of good. What else? I was probably feeling like, it probably circled back to me being like feeling unworthy, like I'm not worth it to, hang out and shit like that. And it was something that I had to learn on my own, to just really love myself and just like take back my power, to be honest, because I was really giving. I would give a lot and not really receive back. And I maybe, you know what, I just discovered something, a blockage. Yep, I would I would give so much of myself, and I would always feel drained. Yeah, and that's totally something I need to work on.
So you're still working on it.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
Yeah, like it's almost there, but not,
Yeah, and that just goes back to like never being fully perfect. We're always still transitioning and working towards our best self in that moment, because it's always gonna be in that moment.
Yeah. What about you, Ty?
I would probably say pretty similar, like learning to love my solitude, because I was such an insecure person and a jealous person. Like coming out of my last relationship, I was not used to being on my own at this point after being with him for 2 years, and then like totally depending on him for my happiness. Like I gave it up to him, I forgot what it felt like to make myself happy or enjoy myself on my own. So having those silent moments, in a house by myself were really, really hard. Sitting with myself, knowing that I've done a lot of fucked up shit, was really, really hard to love and accept myself. But I've definitely grown through that, and I've gotten to a place where I am totally happy with myself, and I love my solitude. Like you can catch me by myself all the time. Like I literally, I do so much stuff on my own, and it's the most liberating, like amazing feeling ever, because you are on your time.
Yeah.
So you really get to enjoy every moment. And
I mean, like I feel like majority of people are also scared of being alone. Like some people would feel like, oh, let me go hang out with somebody because I'm afraid to be alone by myself, alone with my thoughts. And that's the thing, that I guess that's like the most frightening part, like being alone with your thoughts, because your thoughts are probably so like toxic, or you're replaying things in the past, and that's what kind of like hurts you the most. But that is also the universe trying to tell you, like, hey, like, this is, you need to heal this. This is something you need to heal. And once you're able to heal this, you'd be able to like go more in your life, you know, like you'll probably just all of a sudden another door just open for you, a whole new gateway probably just open for you.
That's
after
exactly
you heal.
what happens.
Yeah,
Every
you know,
time.
and it's such a blessing, and some we don't see that. Like when we go through the struggle, it's because there's like a light after the struggle.
Yeah.
There's like always through pain comes strength and lesson learns, and you just learn from it and you grow from it and you evolve.
Yeah, so don't be scared to sit through that pain. I'm telling you, it is so worth it. Like, there was literally times where I would sit there and I would feel like I don't really care if I died right now. Like, that's a sad thought.
I didn't know that.
I think back and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that was my thought process at that time. But I was feeling like really, really low. And once you come out of that, you're like, damn, I'm gonna be good. Like, I know exactly how to cope with that same situation that I just went through right now that I thought would totally dead me off. Like, I got through it.
Yes, you did.
Yes. So I think that, like, after we just talked about like our aggressive past and all that, like, I think we should talk about how we started embracing our feminine energy, or like what that means to you. What does that mean? Embracing your feminine
Embracing
energy.
my feminine energy is being able to take back my power and just like love myself unconditionally. Like, I would just really not love myself. Okay, so that took a while for me. Obviously I'm still loving myself, but yeah, I feel like it's just all about like embracing your power, your dreams, all your skills and capabilities that's probably hiding underneath of you that you just need to unleash. It's like unleashing your what's that word called? Unleashing your potentiality. I think from Deepak Chopra.
I like that.
Yeah, you know, we all have like something within us, like a gift that we must show the universe. And if we're able to just like live our lives like doing what we love, doing what we love, then I feel like that's like the most fulfillingest part of life.
Yeah. And to do that, you have to definitely embrace the feminine energy. What I believe feminine energy is to me in my life is being able to embrace my vulnerability. I have never been comfortable being vulnerable, and that definitely was a downfall in so many of my relationships, not just romantically, but friendships, family. Like, I have never been able to just be vulnerable, like show my hurt, show my anger. Like, I showed my anger. Actually, scratch that. Yeah, it was like my hurt. I would just go from being hurt on the inside to just being angry on the outside. I didn't want to show anybody that softer side. So being able to embrace my feminine energy, like, I am able to cry in front of people, which I never did before.
Yeah.
Like, and a hurt cry, not like an angry cry where I'm yelling at that person. Like, I'm telling them verbatim how I feel, which I was not able to do before. I could never define my emotions because I didn't understand them. I wasn't grown up like expressing my emotions. So to me, embracing my feminine energy is being able to express my vulnerability.
Yes, and I feel like vulnerability is like not a bad thing. It's just being your authentic self.
Yes.
You know, just being you, the truest you.
Yeah.
Speaking your inner truth. Like, a lot of people feel like vulnerability is weak.
Yeah.
It is not weak. I feel like society probably defined it as weak, but no, it's not.
I think it's the strongest thing.
Yeah, it is the strongest thing that you can ever do in your whole entire life. So when you're able to like embrace that vulnerability within you, then so many beautiful things start to happen. A lot of things unfold, and that's what it is. Like, you should be living life so happily and just full of magic and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's the strongest thing that you can do because you're honoring yourself.
Yes.
And you're not worrying about the other person looking at you a certain way. Like, you are going to express your feelings because you care about releasing them.
Yes.
And
don't harbor it.
Yeah.
Like, harboring it is not gonna make it any better. It's just gonna create some like lower energy, probably stuck in between the tissues of your fat or whatever.
Yeah.
And we don't want that, you know? So
Mhm.
yeah, like, and just in case there is like some kind of lower energy stuck in like the midst of your fat in your tissues or something, just work out. Yeah, I just learned that recently. Like, sometimes our lower energies could be stuck in our tissues, somewhere in there in our bodies and stuff. So just release it. It's always great to surrender, because that moment of surrender is just like a lot of healing for you, and that's what you want for you. Some people don't believe that they can heal, but you know what, we're really self-healers and we can really do it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that was so beautiful.
Yes, that was an amazing, profound first video.
Yeah. I think we should just end it by talking about our mentors, like like maybe 3 people that we each look up to.
Okay, so I feel like I don't really have a mentor, but if I were to look up to somebody, no, I actually do look up to a bunch of people, like Infinite Walk to Stop Deep once again.
Ralph Smart.
Yeah,
we
he's
love
on
you.
YouTube. Yeah, so a lot of my mentors are probably from YouTube, like
Same.
Infinite Waters, a Flourishing Goddess. Who is that? Preston Smiles and
Yes.
his girlfriend. Like, they're super dope. I love them. They're super inspiring. Those are like the people that you want to like vibrate with. You know, like one day we're gonna meet them. And they're gonna see this video.
Yes.
And they're gonna be like, oh, wow.
We love you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh,
Thank you for inspiring us.
and also, if there's one gal that I want to meet one day, her name is Christy Marie Sheldon. Like, she's an intuitive healer and she's helped over like 20,000 people. And she honestly, like, kind of, you should look into her. I kind of like dive into her programs, and she has been helping me a lot with clearing a lot of like baggage that's been consuming me. And
What's her
I
name again?
Christy Marie Sheldon.
Okay.
I'll show you her. Like, she's super dope. She does these monthly healings every month. Like, so it's kind of like a webinar. A bunch of people are in this webinar, and she comes in, and then like we go through like a certain topic, such as like releasing fear, anxiety, doubt, and all those lower energies. And then we go through it and we actually go to the core of it. Like, she creates like this energetic field before her sessions. And then it's so cool. Like, she could see people, like, even though she doesn't see them, she could talk to your angels, which is really cool. I don't know if you're into that, but yeah, she can see your energy field, and she could see all the blockages that are in you. And then she could also see like at what age it happened, if it's from your mom or dad or from somebody, and then like she helps you clear it. And it's so cool because like all these people are all together, maybe like 500 people, and then the energy is even stronger to clear it. Yeah, so sometimes we just gotta clear shit.
Awesome. That my 3 mentors right now, I mean, I have millions because, like Christine, I am obsessed with YouTube, and honestly, this is what inspired us, like being able to find all of these amazing self-development coaches online that we can listen to every morning while we're in traffic. So I highly suggest that. That will change the game for you being in traffic.
Definitely.
So definitely YouTubers, but right now I am really trying to embody an equal amount of grace, virtue, and strength. I feel like because I used to be so aggressive and I thought that was the only way to be to get respect, I lacked having like this grace and gentleness about me. Gentleness is the word that I was actually needed to refer to. So Angela Davis, let's see, Maya Angelou, and Lisa Nichols. Just because like they just embody all 4 of those characteristics. Like, they have the perfect amount of strength. Obviously, like Angela Davis, amazing. She definitely went through some things, and she came out so gracefully. yeah, just being able to embody that. That is my goal this year. Well, we got one more month, so that is the goal.
Yeah, girl.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, well, this was amazing.
Yeah, this was
I'm
amazing.
So happy that we were able to share all of this with you, and we have more videos coming. We have so many ideas in the work. So yeah, that's it for today.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up, and you guys don't forget to vibrate.
Higher, higher, baby. Can you feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it? Do you feel the same way I did?
Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We are at You Can Vibrate Higher, and my personal page is Purple Goat. So it's purple without the E, PURPL Goat.
And mine is at Ducky143. DUCKY 143.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye guys. We love you. Mwah.